Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, darling, I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for the month of July. So if you find any cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading, Scorpio, be sure to let me know in the comments below, darling, which cards resonate and how they do, because that is how I keep up with you, Scorpios, through those comments, honey. Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, honey, I would really appreciate it, Scorpio, if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, darling, and I always appreciate it when you guys do that extra step for me. Remember though, Scorpio, this is just a tarot card reading, right? I'm just a man reading some cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. I believe the cards are just here to give you some food for thought, a perspective for you to be considering, Scorpio, but never making the choices in your life because it's your life to live, darling. Not mine and not these tarot cards. So all that being said, Scorpio, let's just get into your weekly reading today. So the card I just pulled out for you guys, starting out this energy for you, Scorpio, is the Three of Wands. Not the Two of Wands. I don't have my glasses on, right? So Three of Wands coming in for you, Scorpio. This is a card of making some ground in whatever it is that you're doing. There's progress, Scorpio. That's really the key component here that I'm really honing in on, is that I feel like you guys are progressing in whatever facet of your life that you guys are working on currently. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody, right? Because it's Wands energy, Scorpio, the only confident thing I can say about it is something that you personally feel passionately about. Now, with the energy of the Three of Wands as well, it's important to keep in mind that this is kind of a card of where it's like going through like a little bit of a dry spell, and then you start seeing like signs of land, right? I always use the analogy when this Three of Wands comes up where it's like you're out into sea for a long time and for months, and then you just spot your first sign of land after, you know, so long, and so that's your first sign. And so I feel like this is going to be you're going to be receiving a sign, Scorpio, if you haven't already, right? You're going to be in this Three of Wands energy of where you're going to be spotting a sight of land, some sign of that land is near at the very least, right? So this isn't me promising, Scorpio, that this is going to be like the flashiest, like, oh, you're about to be winning the lotto, darling, right? Because listen, if you do, Scorpio, then hit me up, darling, hit me up. But no, this is just, I feel like this is just overall a week of progression for you, Scorpio. And I feel like this is a nice change of pace for you guys, because usually, as I say with that analogy, months at sea, there's that dry spell where it's just like, you know, you could kind of start losing hope, Scorpio. And so I feel like this Three of Wands moment is going to be coming to you at the perfect time. Is my teddy bear on properly? How do y'all like my earring, by the way, Scorpio? It's my newest one. Yeah, I feel like this is just a nice change of pace for you, Scorpio. So you're going to be seeing some progression in whatever facet that seems to be of your focus right now, seems to be where you're putting all your energy into currently, right? We have the Tower moment attached to this Three of Wands as well. So this is definitely a sense, Scorpio, of you doing some big changes. Now, I don't know if this is doing big changes because you see the sign, Scorpio, or is this associated with almost like a recovery? I'm hearing like recovery. Ten of Swords. Okay, yeah. So Scorpio, I get the sense of where, quite literally, this is kind of the energy that you guys have been at for a while. Just kind of things being chaotic, things being quite painful for you guys. And I'm gonna have to be honest here, Scorpio. I do see a little bit more for you guys to be dealing with, right? I have to be promising, and I can't be promising just nothing but good things, darling, right? I do see in your forecast for the ocean that you guys might be going through a couple more storms, right? But I do sense with the Ten of Swords here, it's like the finale. It gives this energy a sense of finality, Scorpio. It gives you this sense of where, you know, after that final sword being placed, darling, right? Whatever that sword looks like, then it's kind of just said and done, because tens represents closures to cycles, Scorpio. So now, just overall, if we're going to just combine this energy as a whole, this definitely is giving me a sense of kind of like, for a lot of you Scorpios, I feel like this is a sense of just like release mentally. I feel like a lot of you guys have a release in terms of the Tower card, how this Tower card is associated with you, Scorpio. I do feel like this is just like a lot of just like mental chaos, a lot of things that you've just been personally managing. So I just see like a shift in this regard. So let's get into this a little bit more. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups coming in here. This is a good sign in terms of, really good sign in terms of, I don't want to say like collaboration, because it's not necessarily collaboration, Scorpio, but it's a sense of the relationships in your life are going to be, I feel like, going to be fulfilling some type of need, something that you've been desiring for a while, Scorpio. Queen of Cups lets me know that you yourself are in this happy place, even with all this chaos, right? So it lets me know, kind of confirms this sense of closure for you, Scorpio. Right, we have the Seven of Swords coming in as well. Sense of closure, sense of like, yeah, very much so. It's kind of like you guys are loosening up your plates, right? You're loosening your tie, darling, and you be like, all right, I can kind of calm down now. I can kind of let down my guard and just really be at a time of just, I don't even, it's kind of like celebrating, Scorpio. I feel like this is the time of just like celebrating, or at just the at the very least being present with this very good spot that you guys are currently in, Scorpio. It feels like the relationships in your life, especially with the Queen of Cups here, feels like the relationships in your life are good. Seven of Swords. Now this is like the, again, like with Swords energy, this is with air, dealing with the matters of the mind. So this seems to be the theme here, Scorpio. So I feel like almost for some of you guys need to hear this message, Scorpio, of where it's okay to breathe, Scorpio. You can put the knife down, darling, right? It feels like for some of you guys are like permanently in this like aggressive stance, or like this defensive stance, probably is a better way of putting it, rather than aggressive, of where you just feel like there's at any moment someone could be trying you, Scorpio. So it feels like you're constantly on guard, and I feel the need to just be like, at ease, soldier, right? It's like, calm down, Scorpio, it's all right. Overall good sign though, good energy. Just definitely seems to be like a week for you, Scorpio, of just like figuring out how to, figuring out more so your mental stress, the mental clutter that you have going on when it comes to a situation. Now let's get this last row here. Let's see here. All right, Scorpio, we have the Hierophant here, the Devil, as well as the Hermit card stepping forward to you. All right, so this lets me know, again, the Devil comes in as the shape. I know a lot of people will just instantly associate the Devil as like some type of social thing, right? Someone being a devil in your life. While that is possible, you already know, Scorpio, I like to be more introspective. And with this Hermit card coming in as well, this refines this message and saying, it's just like, no, this is more so like introspection energy, Scorpio. What is the Devil going on mentally for you guys right now? The Hierophant as well, this shows to me like, again, the sense of like insecurities and some of the commitments that you guys have going on in your life, Scorpio. There feels like this sense of just because of that Seven of Swords, this like distrustfulness, this insecurity, this nervousness, this anxiousness, all those, insert all those type of emotions with that Devil here. And so it feels like you guys are kind of like, Scorpio, reclusing off because of just feeling extremely on guard. I don't know what's going on for you, Scorpio, and why you're feeling this way, but we're gonna be pulling some clarifiers and really taking this whole setup in, Scorpio, to see if we can really refine this. Now, taking in the positioning of these cards, we're going to be looking at this Three of Wands, Queen of Cups, and this Hierophant. This shows to me the sense of progression, again, when it comes to the connections in your life. So even though you have the Devil card and the Hermit card associated with the Hermit, Scorpio, you're still getting like progression in this way. And maybe this is more so like a sign where this week there's going to be some type of like points where the elephant spoken in the room, or where like you guys have a conversation, if this is about some type of connection or commitment, if the commitment's about a social connection rather. If this is in terms of your job, I do feel like this is more of like a kind of a sense of being like, oh, I didn't need to be stressing about this nearly as much as I was stressing about it. Like, I feel like that's what you're going to be saying by the end of this week, Scorpio. But yeah, it shows to like, you guys are really like in your head about some type of commitment in your life, like something that has been long-term for you for a while. And so we're definitely going to have to like figure that out for you at some point. Now, taking it across the other way, we have the Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Hermit card. So this is confirming to me, again, this is where all the stress, This is where all the anxiety is for you right now, Scorpio. This is, you know, that message that I was saying before of where with the Ten of Swords, where I was just like, okay, like this feels like after this final sword is inserted, for lack of a better example, Scorpio, thing that's going to be like the closure. It's done with that cycle, right? For some of you guys, I have to be honest, just because with that Tower card there, darling, depending on how you guys handle this, right? Scorpio, it could be the complete closure of things, but we're not seeing that quite yet. There's no death card or stuff like that. Hermit card with the Queen of Cups, though, this is just showing to me this is where like all the like the focal point of stressors is for you. And I just, again, feel like the need to tell you, Scorpio, that everything is going to be okay. You don't need to be overthinking things so much, darling, right? You don't need to be overthinking things nearly as much as you seem to be right now. It shows to me that you really want things to be working out properly. You want things to go smoothly, naturally with this. Like, it shows to me that you want things to work out so far, because I'm not seeing closures to things. I'm just seeing like there's this sense of distrust, but at the same time wanting to still open up and be more vulnerable to this energy. It's just an interesting dynamic, Scorpio. It makes me wonder, like, again, like, is this just kind of like a habitual thing for you, or is there like a reason for feeling this way? Like, is there like a reference point, right? I'm not trying to dismiss like y'all's feelings about it whatsoever, right? Because I completely understand it. It just is more so me observing, Scorpio. Right, so let's close this row off now, and let's get into some good stuff for you, Scorpio. Right, let's see what good things are in the works, what good things are coming to you, what good things are going to be showing up in your life, Scorpio, this week. Let's see. Let's get some good messages, darling. Definitely let me know how that situation turns out for you, though, Scorpio. I do feel very confident in that this week. That anxiety is going to be relieved from you one way or another with whatever this long-standing commitment is. So, yeah, let's get into this. What good things are coming in for Scorpio? All right. So we have the Strength card coming in for you, Scorpio. The Ten of Wands, as well as the Ace of Cups coming in for you. Now, back up, kitty. No. Now, for this situation, Scorpio, this is showing to me more so like the blessings coming to you is like the stress relief, as I was even saying with that main spread. So you weren't really believing it, or maybe you weren't nearly as hopeful before from receiving that message, Scorpio. Hopefully this kind of reaffirms this and, you know, allows some of you guys to really click to this message. Ace of Cups, this shows to me your heart opening up. I always see the Ace of Cups as your heart chakra reacting to just a lot of good things, which again would make sense as to why you are in that Queen of Cups state, right? Why that Queen of Cups came in the upright for you, Scorpio. So with this Ace of Cups, it shows to me where it's like, again, you're opening up more. You are reading the room, Scorpio, and realizing that there's some sense where it's just like, all right, I'm like stressing out a little bit too much over nothing, right? Ten of Wands and the Strength card comes to me of where, now for some of you Scorpios, I am gonna have to be honest here, this is gonna be your biggest struggle, and some of you guys may not be able to accomplish this fully this week. But I feel like the more that you do, because notice again, we're getting tens here. Tens of Wands, which is like that baggage card that's just like the stress and what's weighing you down, Scorpio. And with that Strength card, I always say is like my shadow work card. It's the card I always say is just, you know, when it comes forward, this is the time of where kind of look inwardly, and you know, it's usually brought forward from a challenging situation, and there's something in that situation that there's a lesson for you to be learning, Scorpio. So definitely showing to me this week is just going to relieve a lot of stress for you, Scorpio, which I feel like you'll be really happy about. Judgment card flying out with the Moon card, ooh, and the Nine of Swords coming in here. So some type of action is going to be taken to bring this relief to you. With this remember, not the Three of Swords, with that Three of Wands, Scorpio, remember how I was saying like spotting that land. I feel like this is how your land is going to be coming up, Scorpio. I hope this is not going to make sense to any Scorpio that's not following my analogy, and maybe my analogy is just terrible, so I apologize ahead of time. But I feel like this is what happens, right? It's kind of like happens during the night, right? The Moon card represents something being revealed kind of out of the blue, something you wouldn't expect, right? This Nine of Swords being in between this energy with the Moon card, one, it lets me know, Scorpio, there's this sense of anxiety that you have in terms of like the actions of whatever that commitment is, whether it's the person, whether it's like a job commitment or some type of commitment. You're stressing about the, because this is my card of anxiety. This is the card of like sleepless nights, darling, and all that, right? Notice how, again, we're just getting a lot of swords cards for you, but also beautifully noted with some beautiful cups cards. So it's just, it's an intense week for you, Scorpio. Definitely a lot of, things that are in the going on mentally and just in the matters of the heart for you. But as I was saying before, Judgment card coming in, because this is under the scope of the blessings coming to you, Scorpio. I really do get the sense that it's almost as if you're anticipating some type of action being taken. Like, some type of action is going to be taken. You just don't know what it's going to look like for you, Scorpio. So yeah, let's get one final row for this. I guess we're getting 4 for this. And Scorpio, come on now. 2 of Cups coming in. This really just goes into such a beautiful storyline, darling, right? I love when I'm good at my job, right? Because this is literally just showing to you like my optimistic nature when I was first going over your first spread, Scorpio, wasn't just for nothing, right? Because you get the 2 of Cups, it's the coming together of the connection, right? You're getting no cards of like closures to things, Scorpio. I mean, closures to the anxiety and the stress, but no like death card, nothing like ending. You have the Sun card, the best card in the deck, and when this is coming up right under the moon, I know you guys can't see my spread, but it is under the moon. It's beautiful, right? This is what is revealed, is just like, it's quite literally just abundance. You're feeling extremely good. Page of Pentacles comes in as the sense of communication. Now with this Queen of Swords here, I kind of feel like this is you. Again, following in the sword nature, Scorpio. Queen of Swords is usually that card of feeling extremely defensive and constantly on guard, right? Page of Pentacles comes in of where it's just like the communication reaching you, Scorpio, and it really brings forth a extremely happy result for you guys. So Scorpio, honestly, this is a week of where, that's why I keep on saying, where it's like, it feels as if you guys are like, by the end of this week, you're gonna be like, oh, I was stressing over nothing, darling, right? So I'm not trying to I hope this doesn't come off as dismissive, Scorpio, because I understand, like, of all people, darling, I understand stress and anxiety, darling, right? This used to be me 24/7, honey. But Scorpio, truly, things are going to be working out so nicely for you guys. If you're afraid of things ending, or like, because with this Judgment card and the Moon card and this 9 of Swords, there is showing to me some type of looming anxiety that you have of like what action is going to be taken by some type of other party. And I just see this being a good thing for you, Scorpio. So again, you can put your guard down. You can put your weapon down, darling. It's going to be okay, Scorpio. But darling, that is the reading that I have for you this week, Scorpio. I hope you found some tarot cards that resonated with you in this reading. If you did, darling, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. And then also, Scorpio, if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, my website's SimplyVelca.com. I leave it linked down below with my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. It's all just SimplyVelca, honey. And yeah, hopefully I can connect with you sometime in the near future, Scorpio. And if you haven't heard it today, I see you, I hear you, and I love you so much, Scorpio.